New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York, If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up.
Forbes and Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Forbes and Fields in the building.
Here, que lo que mi gente was good. What's happening? What's that? We back at it again. Season 3. What's that? He said, what's that? What you saying, Machete? What's that? What's that? Episode 15, season 3. We back at it again. You know who it is. It's the usual suspect here. Machete's already with his intro. Machete, just go ahead, bro. You started off. Dale. Say, give us your intro. You're already there.
Mi gente la 110. New Amsterdam, New York City, Manhattan, New York, representing with the Blue Down Brown brothers. Cousins here. What's going on, Manolo? What's going on, Forbes? Ruel? Knicks Nation. Let's talk some Knicks. We got a game tonight. What's up?
What's up, Cuzzo? That's Cousin Primo Sangre right there. New Knicks, what up? Where are you at, Traveling Matt? What's good with you, my brother?
Yo.
He's in his office. Air quotes.
Doing something mysterious.
Are you saying something or what? What are we doing? Are we just waiting for you for... And he's gone.
Well, let's go. He'll be back.
Anyway, what up with you guys? Appreciate you guys joining us back from the Organic Fanatics. Appreciate you. What's up, Primo? We back at it again. We had a couple of games that we was looking at. We was trying to evaluate just to see where the minutes are. We played the Detroit Pistons on Monday. And I think me and you said it. We said if there's a game that could give us probably some trouble, I'm pretty sure. I know you said it. I think at the last minute I changed my mind. I said it was going to be the Detroit Pistons. Detroit Pistons 500 team. I think we had everybody on that team. We had everybody that night. Am I correct? If I'm missing, we had everybody playing. I'll look at the scores here, but long story short, they played us. We only had much of starters, not much from the bench on that game. 124 to 119 in that game was definitely tough. I mean, Detroit Pistons came out firing. They had 37 in the first. Either they were firing or we had crazy defense. I mean, missing defense. So we had a Bolo be on the lookout for our defense. It wasn't a bad first quarter. We had 26 points. They just came out red hot. The second quarter, we made a nice run. We had 37 in the second quarter. 20 we held them down to 22nd at the second, slowed them down. They came out again, blazing in the third quarter, 36 points to 27. And then we both had 29 in the fourth. Tough game to catch up on. It was tough to watch. What were your thoughts? I mean, you knew that was something that you were saying. In that game, OG Anunoby played 39 minutes. He had 3 rebounds and 10 points. Josh Hart had a double-double. He's been playing phenomenal. He played 38 minutes. He had 12 points, 14 rebounds against Detroit. Karl Anthony Towns played. That was probably one of the most minutes he's played in a couple of games, and that's where he injured his thumb. He played 43 minutes. He had 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. Jalen Brunson, another big game, 39 points, 31 minutes. 31 points. 11 assists. He had a double-double, so he was double digits in assists, which New Knicks is always calling for and asking for. And he's back at it. New Knicks, go ahead and give your intro. Say what up to the peoples.
Yo. What's poppin', everybody? You know what I mean? Welcome home. Welcome to the TOF show. Could have been rocking anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. You know what I mean? And we appreciate the love and support, you heard? Shout out to the chat. Shout out to my brother Ruel, QB in the shit. You know what I mean? My cousin, my big bro, Machete Miggs, and my other little Puerto Rican bro in the background behind the curtains, Mike, the specialist. Was propping. Shout out to Two Shots. Bang, bang. He couldn't make it today, but salute.
Salute to Two Shots. M Special out there. Two Shots over there handling daddy hubby duties. That's what real men do, holding it down. Got to handle your business. Business family first. He's over there doing this thing. Salute to you. He might be jumping in the chat. He definitely will be here on Sunday. We might have a little something special Sunday. We'll talk about that later. But New Knicks, we were talking, me and Michelle, we're just bringing everybody up to snuff. We're talking about the games we had this week. The first game, we're just bringing up quickly before we get to tonight's game. The Detroit Pistons game, they beat us 124 to 119. They went on a little run early in the first quarter. They had 37 points in the first quarter. We had 26. We had 37 in the second. They had only 22. Long story short, they beat us by 6 points. We was up in that game, if I'm not mistaken. We was up like at least 5 points. Yeah, by 5 points. We ended up coming back, but that was a game that Karl Anthony Towns got his thumb banged up, but he's had a double-digit game, a double-double, 26 points, 12 assists. 12 rebounds. So some of the takeaways on that, Machete, you were saying that you think we might lose that game. What were you saying? He's owing, and if you guys don't know, New Knicks is he owes 50 push-ups because he made a wager. We are men of our word. So if you see him, just count them off, put them in how many you see him do. Machete smiling because Machete won that wager. That's when he had his Elmer Fudd and his Lucky Rabbit's foot, but he called it. And New Knicks, hey, he's a man of his word. So hopefully his mic's off so we don't hear him grunting. I hear old man Riggedy Bones cracking. What's that, 20, 10? What you do? He's going to do 2 sets, apparently. So
30, 30, 30, 30.
That was 30. I don't know. I looked like 20, maybe. I don't know if that was 30.
We'll do that at the end of the show.
I'm counting. Rewind.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll give you
30.
Don't be trying to distract me.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so Machete, go ahead. He's gonna jump in. He got 30, so he's gonna. Well, and since he's doing them late, an extra 10, so 30, so 60 gonna get.
Can't see him. He's off camera. How do I know he's doing 30?
He counted. No, he's on camera. You don't see him?
My nigga, I did it live. Rewind and count those bitches.
Yeah, he's on there.
I can't get you. I don't see your video, but whatever. Okay,
You gotta show.
But
hey, salute
that game, you know
that.
Anybody in the chat that's catching it late, you can count them off. Tell them how much I did.
Hey, salute to Buzzer Beater. He's the first one in the chat. Buzzer Beater, if you see how many of my brothers that put it in the chat. If y'all were counting your side. Well, go ahead, Machete. The
30
Detroit
clip,
game.
30 clip.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So Detroit put a little whooping to us. They was talking some smack too in that game. You saw that Isaiah Stewart. You know, he did the Detroit thing. He held he held the shirt up like Calcat did in front of Brunson. They was talking some smack. And then you saw Malik Beasley doing the little. I mean, I don't even want to say what the dance is, but we know what it is. He's doing the something flop on the court out there. He did the little remix of the little dice thrown out there. They was talking that ish. They were talking that smack. Hopefully that left a little bad taste in their mouth because that's 2 times you had. You had the Leprechaun as a pause. Okay, yeah. So you had Atlanta that stunted on us, and then you had Detroit stunted on us. You were feeling some kind of way about them beating us. What were you saying, Machete?
No, I mean, the edge just out a little bit. They only won by 5 points, but I mean, we got the they only edged us out with the defensive rebound. They had 32 to our 28. We had 2 blocks each. They had 8 steals. We had to our 5. We had more rebounds. Total rebounds. We had 42 to their 39. We had almost the same amount of fast break points. They had 16. We had 15. They had a little bit more assists. You know, they edged us out with the free throws a little bit. You know, they hit their 17 of 18, and we had 24 of 29. And our field goals were about the same. We all hit our field goals, half our field goals. They hit a little bit more 3-pointers. They hit 16 out of 34 versus our 16 out of 37 3-points. And Cade was just crazy, man. He wanted it more, man. He had 36 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. You know, our top scorer, Jalen Brunson, had 31 tonight, 4 rebounds, and 11 assists. You know, Jalen Brunson played his ass off that night. He had really good high numbers in assists, but it wasn't enough to overcome these guys. They were a little bit younger. They weren't as fatigued. I'm gonna say it was fatigue, and we got outplayed a little bit by the coach. Whereas he had good rotation, and I don't think that we saw our bench numbers. We only played Chua didn't play. What was it? I'm sorry, my bad. Yep, okay. Numbers wise, our bench hardly played. We had Chua didn't play. Bride had 3 minutes. Shammer didn't play. And Cameron Payne had 10 points. And then the majority of the guys, all starters, played 39 minutes, 37 minutes, 43 minutes, 37 minutes, 38 minutes. You know, burnout. We were burnt out already, bro.
And so, we had 17 turnovers too. We had 17 turnovers. That's big. So I mean,
we had a high amount of turnovers.
That was huge.
It wasn't a good game, bro. It wasn't a good game at all.
Yeah, defensively
was a team that we should have beaten. A team that we should have beaten, bro. A team that if we'd have probably beaten them, we'd be in second place. I would think right there, tied with fucking Boston. but we didn't. And it's still early. It didn't seem like the MSG crew was worried about it. It's one of those games where they pass it up for guys being too tired or just making mistakes. Or them, I think just Cape wanted it more at the end. We had it. Was that the game where we were really close and then Cat committed the foul?
Yeah, right at the end.
And then after that, they went on. They started hitting the threes. This kid, the ones that kept burning bridges. I forget his name, but I think that we could have had that game because we were battling. We brought it down to one. I think we could have, if it wasn't for that foul by Cat. I don't know if it happened because just out of he was hurting and he just wasn't in his right state of mind, and he did that. That foul really kind of like demoralized us, dude. We were
It's
down
just
by
not a
one.
smart foul.
Anything could have happened after. Anything could have happened. I think we were on a run, and that foul kind of like killed that momentum that we had. And then it kind of like it flipped the script back. It pushed that momentum over to the pendulum went their way, and it just came and bit us in the ass. And we didn't play defense. And they hit a couple of threes, and it was over. But after that,
But bro, if we stick to the program, right? The program is to at least score 30 plus in the first quarter, for at least Jalen Brunson to be at least 5 to 6 assists in at least in the first quarter. Yeah, I mean, if we're not that means if we're not doing those two things in the first quarter, it's like a setback, because these are things that means the balls in the flow of motion, and each player is getting
Go ahead.
the ball's in the flow. I mean, everything's in the flow of motion, and it's a team thing instead of just everybody taking a turn. That's what all I've been seeing. Like every time I'm looking at these games, we're not playing with unity. We're not playing in unison. You might see that for like one or two plays, but there's no consistency. And on top of that, like what Raw Hebrew said also shout out to Raw. He said we're not getting consistent three stops in a row. And these kind of things are important, bro. If we're not sticking to those basics, it's like a boxer going to a fight and leaving it up to the judge at the end. When you get into a fight, you gotta knock a nigga's heads off. Like we stepping into the fucking ring like fucking Jake Paul instead of stepping into the ring like fucking old Mike Tyson. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, I like your points. I mean, you definitely called it on there. He's definitely playing a little bit softer on there. The second and third defensive efforts is something that I'm just not feeling on there. But in order for us to win or even get farther past this year, there's a little bit of inconsistency, which the play you're talking about, Machete, is Cat. He has a lot of little ticky-tack fouls. It's fouls that are dumb fouls. It's not even fouls like he's going after a block. He's trying to stop a momentum play. You know what I mean? It's dumb plays that he has to nip in the bud. That's why he's been in foul trouble all year. I like it because God, I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Yo.
No, Machete. Oh yeah. So I mean, it's just those dumb fouls that he's on. He's been on those most of the year. I'll give him the E for effort. You know what I'm saying? Like I give him for trying. He's with Tibbs. He's with a new team. He's trying to come out. He's frustrated because now he is wearing the heaviest jersey in the NBA. And he's not getting the calls that Knicks players just don't get. We don't get the calls that everybody else gets. Jalen Brunson, if he's not bleeding, if his ankle's not looking a whole different direction, then he's not going to get the call. So, unfortunately, he's getting frustrated with that, but you just got to play through it and just keep pushing on. The second and third effort defensive plays and the rotations, he's slow on rotations. That's where you're looking at some of the inconsistent. That's why we got bodied in the paint. I'm not pointing fingers, but just areas we got to improve on. But the biggest frustrating part, or this is half the year, the OG Anunoby playing 39 minutes, 10 points. That can't fly. Mikal Bridges 37 points. He had a phenomenal game. So salute to Mikal Bridges on that game. He's been stepping up, 27 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He was balling. I thought we went away from him in that game. I thought when he was cooking, we went away from him, and then we started getting to stagnant, pound the air out of the ball, which I think that's what New Knicks was talking about. Even though Jalen Brunson did have 11 assists, we kind of went away from that and was,
Bro, it sounds like the same shit I was saying in the last pod, bro. If Bridges is cooking, why do we go away from him? In certain situations, you can't have Jalen and Cat. Yeah, I mean, and Cat being like the first options offensively, because the thing is that when you got Cat in a situation like you saying, he's playing and getting tic-tacky fouls, we already know that the refs are never going to be in the favor of the Knicks. That is something all Knicks fans should just get out of their heads. We say it every fucking year. Everybody thinks that, let the refs call. We're never going to get a fair call from the fucking refs. Save your breath on that. So we got to play to our strengths. You feel what I'm saying? And we just can't be leaving it at the end to the judges, bro. We got to knock niggas out and knock them out early.
Yep, and Cameron Payne was another one that had it going in that game and against Detroit. Played 14 minutes at 10 points. He was starting to cook. I thought we stopped going to him or going away from him, and that's a game which that we were looking for to get these other guys into some kind of rhythm, some kind of confidence. You want to get Cameron Payne on there. Landry Shamet only played 4 minutes. I don't know if he's still ailing from an injury, but I definitely want to see more from him. Any final thoughts on the Detroit game, or any other thoughts that you guys saw in that game?
I mean, shit. I thought we was really gonna get that win, bro. I'm gonna throw in an extra 25 push-ups just for that loss.
That was something that we gave away. We gave away to them. You know, what was the turnovers? You said that was like the 17 turnovers. We could have had that game. I mean, those guys, they wanted it more. They really came in there. You know, another team that lost what three of the last 4 games. That was a game that they didn't want to lose. So they were coming in. You could see it in Cave. You see it in Cave Cunningham's eyes, bro. That dude was like, you know, he just went foobar, bro. You know, and it was a good game for them, and it was a good win for them. I'm glad the coach got it, because I always thought he's a good coach. You know, then he's like a player's coach, and he played that team well. And there's a couple of teams there, the Orlando squad and the Detroit squad, I think are neck and neck, and they'll probably see each other in the playoffs or the play-in. You know, that's going to be a really good battle right there to see those guys. But you know, those are little brothers right there. Those are our little brothers trying to come and get us. And Orlando's dangerous because they're just going to start getting their guys back. But I ain't worried about them. We're not watching that.
Turn your camera on, Knicks. What was the question, Knicks? What was the question?
Shit, I
You're not for the coach. Well, their coach, Detroit's coach, JB Bickerstaff. He was the Cleveland Cavaliers coach with Donovan Mitchell before they fired him. But he's playing it very well. He had them. He's turned around. They had Monty Williams, who was there, and they had their worst loss in their history of NBA. I think they own it now. But you got to give them props. They're a 500 team now. They got some veterans that are not scared to play. Tim Hardaway Jr., Tobias Harris, Cade Cunningham. They put veterans around him, which shows that you can't just play rookies. Last year, all they had was just rookies and nobodies, and that's the 2 shots to my buddy. He says, play the rookies. You if you're not expected to win, you play rookies to get losses. You get some kind of experience, but you can see rookies need veterans with experience to help them out and show them what winning is. Tobias Harris played a great game. So they have a good squad. And Cade Cunningham is a real deal. 6'10", triple-double threat every night. His three-point shot is a lot better now than it was last year. The kid is a real deal. He's dope. It was hard that was a tough matchup for Brunson. I mean, you have this kid that's practically, you know, almost 6'10". I think he's 6'8", 6'9". He's a tall kid, tall basketball player. And he's legit. So he had the rock moving, and that's without Jaden Ivey. Hopefully a speedy recovery to him. So they had a couple of players that were balling, so that was a tough loss. We definitely had to win, as you said. A couple of mental errors at the end, couple of defensive lapses, and then that cost us a game. So that was a winnable game. Then we go back to play our arch nemesis, the Philadelphia 76ers. That game was 125-119. It's always a great game to watch because that's a rival. You know, the Nova Knicks are from that Philadelphia area. Villanova is in Philly, so that's their town. They're out there playing. They came out. That's a game you don't have to, motivate them. You don't need Eric Thomas to give them a motivational speech. You know what I'm saying? So they got their joint going. They played. Josh Hart said, "Coach, forget the rookies. I need 49 minutes of this game." He played 49 minutes. Another triple-double. Josh Hart, this is his 11th triple-double in his career, and he's had 4 just this year alone in the Knicks.
Nice.
So just this year alone, he's already got 4. He has 17 rebounds, 12 assists, 10 points, finding everybody. OG Anunoby played 44 minutes, 17 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. He looked a little more involved offensively there. So you can see they looked like they were trying to get him involved. Your boy Jericho Sims, Jumpman Sims, was getting some burn. Cat sat out in the game. He had his thumb thing. A lot of Knicks fans wasn't feeling him wearing that Eagles jersey.
I don't know what Cat's trying to do. Trying to lose 2 games. First with the foul, the game before, and then trying to jinx us with the fucking green. Of all colors, he's gonna wear green and white. Of all colors, I don't care that he wore the Philadelphia Eagles. But you gotta wear the opposing enemy's color. You gotta support their colors. Look what happens. You guys call me superstitious and stuff like that, but I do believe that colors against colors matter. I mean, it depends what we're wearing, but you can see that he wore that fucking green and fucking white colors, and we were losing. As soon as he switched to the blue and orange, we won that game in their house. Because it wasn't going to be
Walker, psychopath talking.
It wasn't an easy game. It wasn't going to be, regardless how weak Philly may seem to be right now. That game against them over there wasn't going to be. It was a fucking playoff game, bro.
And it's always that intensity.
We didn't have Cat. They didn't have Embiid. But Maxey wasn't having it. Just goes to show what a great player. That kid is a great player, and kudos to him. But it still wasn't enough. Yeah, Precious, because that fucking a goaltending that threw us into overtime, but he made it up with that block at the end.
Hey, Precious was balling. Hey, salute to the chat. Salute to Buzzer Beater.
He had a good game.
Salute to Buzzer Beater. Salute to Clarence Miles. I think his ears was ringing, boy. Clarence, salute to you, sir. Johnny Harris in the building. My guy, Kill okay. What's up, my family there? It was a great game, but the fans was on them. Philly is
up to the fans.
The fans was on
fans out there.
That's the away arena for the Knicks fans, and most Knicks fans are either Giants and Jets. They said even though it's green and white, but the Giants, they was not feeling him with that jersey. They were like, they was letting him know, and he left at halftime, and he said, "Yeah, I can't turn on my family. Let me even yeah."
Most Knicks fans are either Giants or Jets, but most Knicks players are Philadelphia or Washington Redskins. So
look, and that's great. You know what? That's great. Wear it at home. We don't want to see that. You want to do it? Great. Wear it at home. Okay, wear it at home.
We're as fans, as New York fans, we ain't trying to see you sport other colors. You don't bring that shit to the court, to our court. Let alone green and a fucking white color, bro. At a Knicks game, and you're representing us, or a black and red color.
Well, and not even that, supporting that
blue and red color, because the blue and red color is Philly colors.
Supporting that home team's team. Supporting that home team's team. You're supporting Philadelphia Eagles. Nah, bro.
We find our colors. You don't go to a war flying Russian colors. You're an American. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't go to war representing somebody else's colors, bro. Okay. You don't go to any ball game at all representing the opposing ball team's color. I don't care if it isn't even that league. But you saw what happened. So you changed everything. We started flipping. Just come on, the mentality. You got to put that energy out. You can't put that fucking kind of energy out, bro. But whatever, it is what it is. We got that game. So
if you guys don't know, we don't like bragging. We're very modest people here. If you look at Machete's face, Machete played Cyrus in The Warriors, the movie. He's about colors and gangbanging. That's why he's big on gang. He was Cyrus in Warriors. He was Cyrus.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
I want to
dude.
congratulate. I want to congratulate Mike on losing 63 pounds on his new Ozempic diet. Yo, you looking great. Just don't overdo yourself. You know what I mean? We still need you alive.
Oh, shit. Hey, salute to Machete. Machete doing his thing. You looking
It's
great,
called the
Primo.
Bustelo strict Bustelo diet.
Hey, Bustelo, you drink the first shot. You can't leave the house until you go, to my brother's office area. You gotta. Bustelo makes you go. Gives you respect. Great job. So it was a tough game. Loved it. It went farther than it had to. Went to an overtime. Tough game. We played very well. Maxi, they remembered the last time we played. They had Paul George playing Podcast P. So they had everybody playing minus MB. We didn't have Cass, so it was an evenly matched game overall. Maxi was playing very well, as you were saying.
They also
Yeah.
didn't have Kyle Lowry in there either, man. They just didn't have a couple of good players they didn't have there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, Kyle Lowry.
It could have been a different story. We were very fortunate, you know.
Kyle Lowry is a senior citizen, bro. What are we talking about here, bro?
That nigga
Kyle Lowry.
trash.
Cameron Payne.
Don't sleep. Don't
Right.
disrespect.
Larry trash, bro.
Listen.
That nigga washed.
Listen,
Bro, he's washed. Mike, stop glorifying these washed ass, old ass, fucking laundromat ass players, bro. Niggas washed
he
already.
took our ass in the playoffs. That's why that playoff.
Man, that
yo.
nigga ain't do shit. Pause.
he's
That nigga's washed. I know I could definitely outball Kyle Lowry.
Okay.
And that game
He's still younger than you are.
That what?
Hey, man.
He's so younger.
Still younger than you are.
That what?
He's still younger than you.
So the fuck. So was Glenn Rice Jr. Glenn Rice Jr. was younger than me. I still put it at him
Who's
too.
that?
Glenn Rice.
Glenn Rice?
Glenn Rice Jr. His son.
He play in the NBA?
No, he was playing at LA Fitness on 183rd. Glenn Rice was right there, and that nigga kept giving me the eye. He was like, "Hey, take it easy. That's my son right there." I said, "He's on the court. He's food."
I never heard of that cat. I didn't even know.
You never heard of Glenn Rice? He used to play for Charlotte.
I know Glenn Rice. I never
Glenn
heard of
Rice played for
his
the
son,
Miami Heat, and he ended his
Come on.
career playing for the New York Knicks.
Anyway, his
I know
son.
Glenn Rice. You all know who Glenn Rice is, bro. Come on.
Okay.
All right,
said I
so
never
he
heard
had
no
a
Glenn Rice
son
Jr.
that's way younger than me.
Shout out to Glenn Rice Jr. for burning Phillip.
Hey, Glenn
Yeah,
Rice.
right.
Glenn Rice Jr. Hey, anyway, and Kyle Lowry, you guys ain't addressing by his
Hey,
name.
Glenn Rice Jr. You
You
remember?
bro, keep promoting old boy like you're still bitter about it, bro.
Ooh.
Promoting him like you're bitter about it, that shit, bro.
No. I just said Kyle Lowry is younger than me, and I just gave him an example. What?
I mean, I was saying it because Machete.
But you're giving a bad example because Glenn Rice Jr. is not no Kyle Lowry. Y'all disrespecting the man. If he'd have played, it probably would have been a different story.
Listen,
you
you
never know.
did.
That comes up. He's got a couple of world championships in his ass already.
Yo, listen, yeah, you got. Here we go. Left.
He played in the G League.
Listen, NASCAR's happening right now, guys. All lefts right now. Sorry, as our show normally does. But if you're gonna talk about Kyle Lowry, at least address him by his nickname he got tattooed. Okay, let's call him. His nickname is Maytag because he's washed.
Right.
No, dad joke. All right. Anyway, all right. Terrible. Was that bad? Good or bad? Is that? Nah. That was horrible.
He's got 4 kids, all 2 years apart.
Lowry.
The dad jokes for the last 20 years almost.
All right. Anyway, so the game was 125 to 119. Final overtime. Tibbs went 8-man rotation. Josh Hart triple double. OG played. He played okay. Jericho Sims 8 points, 7 rebounds. He played well in 23 minutes. Jalen Brunson had 38, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. 45 minutes played. You could add more assists, but I guess they were trying to count on him since Cat wasn't in the game. Mikal Bridges 23 points out of 43 minutes, so you can see he's more in rhythm. I want to see OG get it. Precious 30 minutes, 10 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, and the block. You got to give it a Precious. Precious played exceptional. I think he played very well. You see, he's contesting. He wasn't scared of whoever was in the game. He played the same way in Detroit. So I see Precious back into in rhythm. He's in rhythm now. He played well with Jericho Sims. They have a little, cohesiveness playing together. So I like.
People forget that. I'm sorry. People forget that
Yeah.
Precious is playing out of position. He's a 4 playing a 5. Gotta give it up to him, bro.
So he played very well. The chase down to even be able to be close with Maxey. Maxey's a young top talent, and to chase him down, and I mean, yes, it was a goaltend, but it was close. The first one was a goaltend.
I ain't seen nobody move as fast as Maxey since this cat in DC. That he's in
John Wall.
He's in LA. Yes.
John Wall was a blur, bro. John Wall was fire. But I mean, Precious is. I
haven't seen anybody that fast. I mean,
nigga, John Morant. Nigga, John Morant faster than him.
No, he's not. Hold on.
John Morant.
What?
Wait,
you
hold on.
fucking kidding me?
You said, wait a minute. You said John Morant is faster than John Wall? I know he didn't say that. Maybe faster than Tyrese. Faster than Tyrese.
Healthier?
When he was
the question was who's faster, John Morant or Maxey?
John Morant.
No, John Wall. Nice. John Wall had a nice, fast stutter cross going into players, but bro, like in speed, top speed wise, John Morant got
over John Wall. Not over John Wall.
He got bunnies because he's fast.
And not over John Wall. Okay, prime John Wall. No, I don't got he. And even that, I'll say Tyrese is faster than him. But John Wall he'll freeze you. You have to respect whatever he's gonna do. No, whatever crossover, he's gonna freeze you. Like Tyrese, once he gets that step, it's over. Because he knows where he's going. He goes right to the lane and goes to it. John Wall, if he hits you with this, he's gonna hit you with something. If he comes back, when he freezes you, you don't know what he's gonna do because he can wham it right, he can wham it left, he could. I mean, you saw what he did to Wemby.
That dude was like the Flash, bro.
John Wall to me was like a combination of Tyrese and Ja together because he was fast and he was going to wham it on you. I like that. I want to see that. Nonetheless, we're sidetracking because we love NBA anyway. Precious, you play well. Deuce McBride, 2 games in a row. He's playing really good. You're hearing the Deuce chant.
How about when they said Deuce and it bounced and it finally went in?
Yo, he needs to see it.
Deuce.
Very good game. Cameron Payne on that game. I want to see Cameron Payne get more burn. I want to see Cameron Payne get more. That was against his ex-team. I was hoping Tibbs would give him a little more burn. But he had 6 points in 7 minutes, 2 assists and a rebound. So he's starting to get into his rhythm. I want to see Shamet. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm not seeing Shamet. I definitely want to see Shamet out there.
I wanna see more Deuce though.
He's starting to come around.
He's not getting the minutes.
No, because he had injury. He had a hamstring, and then after the hamstring, his knee. He had that before, so he's had 2 injuries that he's trying to get in shape. So I'm not going to hamper him. I would like to see now tonight's game. We got them 2 out the way, so we had 1 loss, 1 win. We got the other game tonight. This is the second game against Minnesota. Dante DiVincenzo is not playing tonight. He is not playing tonight. He's not going to be in the game tonight. You had Julius Randle that they just played. So Minnesota right now is in 8th place. They just played the Warriors the last game. I think I sent you guys a video. Julius Randle only played 27 minutes. He looked like he wasn't engaged, and it was a close game towards the end. I think it was the last 5-6 minutes he wasn't in the game, and he looked like he wasn't into it. The team was making a comeback against Golden State. It was tied. They were making a run. He had his arms folded in the sideline. When they did a timeout, he stood up and the other players went. And he didn't even give him a high five in a sense.
Randall's getting traded.
It's a tale of 2 cities.
Randall's getting traded.
That's the topic of today. It's a tale of 2 cities.
Where do you think he's gonna
go? But this, hold on. Before you get to that,
he's gonna go to the Lakers and help LeBron.
He's a free agent. So you could trade him, and then whoever team takes on to free up money, they'll free up. I think he's getting paid $32 million.
Or so they could do a swap with Miami, Butler for Randall.
Butler would kill Minnesota. Talking about it, I mean, he could definitely help, but that means who you're sitting from that team. I don't know if you take
Hey,
on a
but
30.
all jokes aside, guess what? I don't give a fuck about none of them.
And they want money. Anyway, all that to say is that I don't know if it's whether we win or lose a trade or what people say about that is just you can see the chemistry building in our team. You can see that Brunson's allowing Cat, or he's trying to figure out. He's trying. He maybe not as great as we would like to see him, but he's working it out. He had 11 assists. He's trying to implement the players. They're trying to give Cat some leeway, let him fit in. We're trying to let Bridges fit in, and Minnesota looks like, yo, you fit into what we doing. You know what I mean? Like, you traded for him. I think they should do a better job implementing him. It's not like you didn't know his game or his weakness, or I don't know. That's just me on there. But we got them tonight. They're in the 8th place, so they're one game. I think if they miss one game, they're in the play-in. They might make a play-in. They're almost out of the play-in, so they're not even in the playoffs. We got a tough game tonight. It's at the Garden. Friday night, Knicks, which I think the new Knicks anthem should definitely be playing on Friday night. What are you guys' thoughts about tonight? Shameless plug. Here we go.
My anthem all over the Mecca. I want our anthem all over the Mecca.
I don't know what accent that was, but we want the anthem in the Mecca. Guy, Machete, tonight, Anthony Edwards against Jalen Brunson, old USA team. Josh, Jay Hart, old USA team. They know each other out there. They're a taller team, bigger, taller. I believe we beat them the last game. Do you think they come out for some redemption? What do you think? How do you think that looks tonight?
Yeah, those guys, they play us well. They got Niles Reed, they got Wiggins. They got a couple of good guys in there that like to play us pause pretty hard. They're gonna come in and challenge us, but I think we should win. I don't think Cat should play tonight. I don't know if he's gonna play tonight. They might sit him because of his broken, that bone spur. They should, man. I mean, this is a game that I don't want to risk our center. I mean, we gotta have confidence. We did good without Cat, so we gotta have our confidence with Sims. Put our confidence in Precious. Hart's gonna come to play. Jalen Brunson's gonna come to play. Those guys, okay, they have their day's rest. They did their show, a great show. We'll see what happens tonight because these guys are coming for us. It's another coach they got in there who knows how to play us well. But we're playing at home. We should protect the court. We should protect the home court. I don't know. I'm like 35-75, 25-75, 35-65 on this one right here. But we should have the edge because it's a weaker team, but they're a West Coast team. But we should have the edge over them. But then again, they're coming in with DiVincenzo. They're coming in with DiVincenzo. They're coming in Randall.
No, DiVincenzo ain't playing.
They know their spots in the Garden. In other words, they know their spots on the floor in the Garden.
DiVincenzo ain't playing tonight. He's not playing tonight.
Oh, then they're fucking barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Wow.
Barbecue
Machete,
chicken, bro. DiVincenzo, they don't got that defense. They don't got that offense.
Hey, listen,
we got. So that's what I gotta say.
New Knicks.
Bro, I'm trying to find out what the chat is talking about. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to vibe with the chat. I need to tap into the chat, see what the chat is chatting about, so we could chat about it together.
All right. So Clarence Miles said Kyle Lowry is washed, Mister. He said he's just an old player now, so you could have forgot about Kyle Lowry because everybody forgot about Kyle Lowry. Buzzer beater's laughing at me because I said Ruel said, I don't know what accent that was. I don't know what you was doing. I don't know if that was Jamaican. I don't know if that was Brazilian.
That was
if it was country.
I was trying to tap into my return of the Jedi. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was Darth Vader, Yoda, one of them. I don't know. I was somewhere in the smoky realms.
Hey, Machete,
but I do want to fucking.
But like Jar Jar Jenkins.
Jabba the Hutt. That's what that sounds like. That sounds like a Jabba the Hutt. Hey, I'm gonna play my anthem.
Anyway, back to the chat.
Okay,
what we chatted about.
Hey, Knicks 100 GM. Hold on, I think M Special wants to chat with you, but he said Cat should go get it cleaned out. First of all, pause. Second of all, I don't know what you're talking about. Be specific on what he should get cleaned out. I'll
His
love this.
sneakers. His
I had
locker.
that same thought earlier. I had the same thought. What would happen?
Hold on,
Okay,
hold
so
on,
he
hold on.
had
There's
that.
a lot of pausing going on here. What thought? Clean
What,
what out?
what he just said in the chat. What he just said in the chat about getting it cleaned out. He's talking about the bone spur in his thumb.
Mm,
Should he now before the All-Star break go in there and have that procedure done? I don't know what it would entail or how long he would have to be out to have that cleaned out. Maybe if we were because we have Mitch Rob coming back in a couple of weeks or so. We don't know. We don't know the trade line. The
Allegedly,
trade deadline's going to happen on
allegedly.
allegedly.
the trade deadline is on the 6th. We don't know what's going to happen.
He's gonna come in.
I
He's
feel
gonna come back on the 7th.
I don't see who we can replace Mitch Rob. That's a whole nother thing. I don't see who can replace Mitch Rob with, or who can have that same camaraderie that he has with our team. Who we can replace with our his rebounds with. I mean, Valanciunas. I mean, okay, but he doesn't play the same. His defense is not what Mitch Rob is. So I don't see Mitch Rob going anywhere. He's gonna hold on. What I'm trying to say, he's gonna be coming back soon. So why can't he go ahead and have that cleaned out? Why can't he go ahead and have that procedure? I don't know how long he may be out, but he probably could be out before the playoffs.
2 weeks, maybe.
Do we
then
know
he could,
do we know that injury takes that?
How deep of a we don't know, but I mean, how deep of a bone spur can thumb be, bro? You can't have a small procedure, have that cleaned out, resting heal for what, maybe 4 weeks, maybe 8 weeks, and then come back for the playoffs. So that's a legitimate question because I had that thought earlier.
I mean, shit.
what would
If I was them, bro, shoot some HGH in that fucking shit. Keep it pushing. Wait for the summer. You know what I mean? Thug it out. You know what I mean? You Dominican, put some fucking Vicks vapor rub on that bitch and keep it moving.
Well,
We do not give medical advice. We do not give medical advice.
Hey, I'm giving you what my mom's medical advice is.
You're right. He could be healed. If he had that procedure done, and he could be healed quickly. I'm sure just the tip of his tongue.
He was saying he should have got it cleaned out, as Machete was saying, as far as the thumb. He also said, don't make the same mistake we made with Randall, which is to Machete's point, that you just played through it, and then at the end you still need to get a surgery, and then you miss the season and the playoffs. So I think he's agreeing with Machete on that one there, that he should just
could impede him. This bone spur in his thumb could impede him. I mean, it's just.
I think it's the same thing.
Also, give him rest. It'll give the rest of his body rest, and he can go in there more clear-headed. My thing is, like I said, I don't know what it would take the procedure or how long he would have to heal afterwards, but it wouldn't be too bad an idea to get it done now and just get it out the way. You still got the cushion or the time off with the All-Star break, and we got Mitch Rob coming back. It will give Mitch Rob time to adjust with the team while he's sitting out for a couple of weeks or a month.
I mean, if he's going for an All-Star run, he's going for an MVP run. I get it. I hear you. I'm just saying he's in that category conversation for if it's something that he can get done, the sooner he does it better. If something like that were to happen, I actually think it would help the New York Knicks, because then at that time it forces the hand of the higher ups and Thibodeau to, you have to trust your bench now. Now you have to play Precious, you have to play Sims, you have to play Shamit, you have to play Campaign, and different rotations will be smaller again, but it's a different look. It gives them rotation and burn minutes, and then they can be playing better.
Could you imagine? Look, we still got Hot Purdy. We still got Huck. We still got Sims. Hopefully we still have Precious and all three of these guys. So, and then you got Mitch Rob coming back, to Sims, to Huck, to freaking Jericho. To Precious. That would be and then if he could rest and then come back and then really freak out. We would make up. You remember last year when in the beginning of the season they tried to secure all three of our centers when we got Hartenstein signed, and we had Robinson signed and Jericho Sims signed. So that was like the thing that started it all last year before the season started last year.
Mm-hmm.
That we had started we were trying to not build around the centers, but we had secured that center spot. I think that we're more or less, so we have the center. We have the good backups right now, and we just got Mitch Rob coming back.
And that's because it's been a weakness for us for so many years. We've had a weakness at the center spot.
My point being is that we could sit Cat, I think, if he would have have the quick surgery, sit him down, and we fucking still got plenty of backup.
Sims has played really good against this team as well. So I like Sims even against Gobert. Yes, he's 7 feet or whatever, but he's a strong kid, as you guys point out. He's definitely someone who can keep up. He can, do the job. I mean, Gobert is not like a 20 and 10 player. He'll give you maybe 6 or 8 points. So would Jericho Sims, and then you got Precious coming against Naz Reid. They're playing against each other in the second. I like that matchup on there. So that's something that I think. Yeah, I think Precious Naz Reid would work well. Jaden McDaniels is going to give us a problem because he's taller, and you're going to. I'll tell you right now, Jaden McDaniels is going to be guarding Jalen Brunson right off the top. They tried using him last time because it's tall, lanky. So Jalen Brunson is more of a better offensive rhythm now than he was when we played him the last time. So we need to look at ball movement. Today's game is rotation. We need 28 plus assists for a game to win. We need Jalen Brunson not to have, and yes, even if Cat's out, we don't need you to go for 60. You can get it still if you get everybody else involved. You know what I mean? So we need to hit our threes and get rotation. Yeah.
We got.
I mean, hold up, because I got like 2% left, bro. I really thought about that shit last time when I said Jalen Brunson has to refer to the others in the beginning, but the day that he scored his 40-something points, he did start it off like he set it off himself. So now that we don't have Cat, I think we definitely need Brunson to get the shit going. But also rely on Bridges and OG. You need to get those two going, especially if OG just came from a game where he scored 10 points. We can't have that from OG. So if this he's the rest got to get involved. They can't involve themselves. They can't involve themselves. It has to come from the head. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So if OG only has 10 points, I blame that on Cat. I blame that on Brunson. I blame it on Hart. They gotta get these guys and get them open. And Tibbs gotta start running plays for these guys and stop going away from them at the end of the game when our number 1 and 2 guys are pedal to the metal already gassed out.
Oh, and 2 shots. You heard 2 shots. You heard that? My brother just said bang, bang. He said Thibodeau got to do 2 different things.
I agree. I agree with you, Knicks. I think that Thibs is. I think he's.
What is happening today? What is happening? Give loud numbers.
Hold on, bro. It's still his team. It's still his team. Nobody knows his players better. Nobody knows these players better than Thibs, bro. He knows who.
Mike, that's fine. But
he's agreeing with you. He's agreeing with you. He's agreeing with you. Mike is agreeing with you.
Yeah,
agreeing with you. I'm saying that he's hearing. I think that he's hearing.
No. But hold on. Before my shit dies, Mike said that Tibbs knows his team. He doesn't know his team, but you can't fucking at the end of the game go away from Bridges in 2 games, and we suffered 2 losses from going away from Bridges. Tibbs need to get that clear through his head. You know what I mean? Because Brunson's doing all he can. You know what I mean? And when these other guards that are taller than him try to guard him, that I think he likes that challenge, because I saw him put the fucking buckets on everybody that's taller than them. So if they want to throw that option as they poison, that shit is gonna get dubbed.
And to both your points, I think it has to be Josh Hart. Which, if you saw Josh Hart getting these triple doubles when he's at those 12 assists, he's involving OG. He's the one that when Brunson ain't looking for them, he's finding OG. He's finding Bridges in the when they're slashing. So it has to be a combination.
Salute to everybody. Just in case my shit cut off. Salute to the chat. Get us to 500. You heard. Let's get this up tonight.
And you, Knicks, give your outro real quick and your thoughts on the points.
Be careful out there, nigga. But like
All
you
right.
were saying, you know, we gotta get
Mute him.
we gotta
Mute him.
get Bridges. We gotta get Bridges the ball more often. He's the one who should be the leading scorer out there. You know, it's great what Jalen Brunson is doing. He sees the ball. He's a super intelligent guy. He's putting he's taking the burden upon himself to win us these games, and we've been very fortunate. Yes, sometimes he plays hero ball, it pisses me off. We all know that, but apparently the guy knows what he's doing. He's really tough. We forget how tough and durable this guy is, Jalen Brunson, and you know, is the motor. I mean, he's just like the engine. You know, he's like the engine, and Josh Hart is like the transmission of our team. You know, so you know, it's great what Josh Hart is doing. It's great what Jalen Brunson is doing, but I would like to see more Mikal Bridges and especially OG. OG, you know, it's just that too many guys. It could be Jalen Brunson is just handling the ball too much, and you know, it's you know, not passing it around and finding his other guys out there. You know, that happens. You know, you got OG out there, you got Bridges out there. You have to incorporate these guys. You know, but we've been very fortunate. It's nice that he's getting his numbers up. He's gonna go to the All-Star. You know, but you know, it's time to start incorporating everybody else out there, Jalen Brunson. You know,
Okay.
I'm not one to talk to the captain of the team, but it's very apparent. I think that Phibbs is hearing the noise from everywhere, and I think that he's gonna adjust accordingly and trust his guys more. He's gonna trust his bench more. Hopefully, we'll see Dadier in there a little bit more. We'll see Hakpudi out there, and our guy Ty. You know,
Yeah.
I would love to see Ty. I saw him on a roommate show earlier. He seems like a real cool person, really smart player, and super dominant. I just would like to see him get a lot stronger, and we'll see him on the floor soon.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna just what do you think about? I'm gonna say a player, and you tell me what you think about offensive skill that they have. When I say name, Jalen Brunson.
Oh, he can shoot the three, definitely. You know, he's good with the layups, and his footwork is amazing.
Okay.
His footwork, his vision, and his 3-point shots.
Josh Hart.
Josh Hart is rebounding. You know, his rebounding's good. You know, driving in, he's a killer, and like he's a killer that we need on the inside. You know, he's got a little bit of a three. I think when he worked on it, he was doing pretty good, but he's been off a little bit. But he can shoot the three, and he's just a killer on the inside. You know, he's just our guy. He's our 50-50 ball guy, man. He's just the dog. He's the dog. I think the biggest dog in the whole squad.
And he can finish off. He can finish. He can finish off the glass. He has the little
it's like I
floater.
don't even know. Like Jalen Brunson is a dog. Josh Hart is a dog. You know, and it shows. It's rubbing off on the rest of the guys. You know.
But specifically, what do you think? Wait, if you think of what can you count on when I say their name? What's a shot or something that they do offensively that you can count on?
Rebounding. Josh Hart is rebounding, bro.
Okay, and he can finish off
getting that ball.
And he can finish off the glass.
Rebound or defensive rebound or the damn ball on the floor. He's killed the man with the ball. He's going after it, bro.
And
he's a baseballer, bro.
Yeah.
He knows how to. He goes He goes after the balls, bro. He'll go after them balls, man, because he's a killer dog. He's a killer.
Hey, salute to Keith Watkins. Perfect time, Keith Watkins, for you to walk into some crazy shit. All right, so you got it. He can finish off the glass, little floater. Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh man, his rebounding. I like his rebounding too. We've been very fortunate with his rebounding, his 3 points, and his going inside. You know, going in, driving. You know, slam dunking that ball in there. And his passing is up there. I like but I like him mostly for his rebounding.
Okay, Mikal Bridges.
Oh, his beautiful floater. His floater.
Okay. What other? He has got mid range. He's got.
I like his threes. I like his 3-point shot. You know, but I like his mid ranges. You know that when his no look floaters, bro. Like he just like that. Jumping in the air, turning to the basket, and still getting a shot in there without even squaring up. It's just him in the air, squaring up, and getting the ball in there. It's crazy.
That little fadeaway. And my point is, and now I'm going to tell you right now, OG Anunoby.
OG, I like his hustle. I like the way he goes after the ball. You know how he defends his players.
What can you count on him offensively? If you say give him the ball, what can he do with the ball?
His threes. his threes, but the dude can stick you, bro. He's like a he's like a giant spider, bro. His hands and his legs are every. He's like physically when he bodies up against his opponent, they don't got a chance. Is even sometimes
That's
when you
defense.
could
That's defense. That's defense. I'm
underneath
talking
and
about
even
offense.
underneath the basket when he gets the ball underneath the basket, there are two guys on top of him. He still slam that ball down in there. He's a very big physical guy. I would like to see him. He seems like he needs the ball a little bit more just to kind of warm up. I don't feel he's getting enough touches to do what he has to do. I think that we need to be able to share the ball with all the guys. We have an arsenal out there. You got Mikal Bridges, you got OG Anunoby out there. There's some guys that don't need the ball, like Josh Hart doesn't need the ball like that. But I feel that, Mikal Bridges, for him to start warming up at least, has to have the ball a little bit more. You know, it's difficult because we have such an arsenal in Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart going, in the transition. He's like our transition king. He's probably the only guy who can run it back from left to right all the way and score a basket. Josh Hart, and then
The only reason, the only reason I'm bringing this up, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the only reason I'm bringing this up just to give you thought is that you can pick each one of our players and know what they give you. You got the highest paid player from a Knicks contract. Obviously, Karl Anthony Towns is really the highest paid player that we drafted in, but the highest contract ever for New York. And I'm not saying a slight on OG. I'm just saying you want more from him, at least be more consistent. So if you look at the games, there's a lot of up and downs. He's more healthier now, so it's not like he's got a lingering elbow.
How can he be consistent if we're playing hero ball and we're dribbling the air out the ball? You got Jalen Brunson running up court and freaking taking 5 seconds, 8 seconds off the ball. When you got guys all around you, you got an arsenal. Maybe you attribute it to the other team playing better defense and covering their guys, but you can't run up the ball and is it like that last game or the last two games? All I see him is dribbling the fucking air out the ball. When you got OG,
hold on a
so
second. Salute to hold on.
If you're running up the ball, you know what it is. Or we're running up the court, dribbling the air out the ball and chucking up threes, or turning the fucking ball over. Between turning the ball over, 17 turnovers, chucking up fucking threes that don't go in half the time. We've become the worst shooting 3-point team. And you know what it is as a player that if I have the ball and I got you running next to me, all you know is either one or two or three things is gonna happen. You're not gonna get the ball more than likely because they're chucking up threes or dribbling the air out the ball or doing some other shit when they got you wide open. And so that's kind of that's gonna and you gotta run back on defense. Come on, you're gonna be playing that running up and down fucking game. You're gonna be tired doing that shit. So kind of like incorporate your guys, get the 11 assists, get your 31 points and 11 assists. You can do it.
But that's my question. Like, what? It's just more for thought than actually like. There's nothing you can count. Like, if I give Mikal Bridges, I know he's gonna hit the fadeaway. I know he's gonna finish off the glass. He's gonna hit a catch and shoot three. Josh Hart's gonna get a rebound. He's gonna finish off the glass. He's got the little floater game. Like, I know what I can count on him to do. When you look at OG, other than the three, it's like I'm gonna try to drive and dunk. But he wanted before he left Toronto.
Everybody's talking about Josh Hart. That comment that he made about certain people's egos.
Mm-hmm.
We all know who he's talking about.
Who's that?
Y'all know who he's talking about. Y'all.
Who do you think?
Clear to me.
Who?
It's clear to me who he's talking about.
Who? I want to know. I want to know.
Who you talking about?
I'm asking you. I don't know. I'm asking you. Who do you think it is?
I already said who it was.
Who?
You gotta put your ego aside.
Who?
And forget about your numbers and try to incorporate your teammates. It's more important.
I need you to drop dime.
Incorporate your teammates and stop instead of running up the others to the other on the transition and dribbling the air out the ball.
You're dancing around that. I need a name.
They're waiting for you to pass the ball to them so that people like you don't say that they're being inconsistent.
Hey, boy. Michelle's doing salsa and merengue.
You're in the all-star mix. Forget all that. Incorporate your team, bro, and incorporate the rest of your squad so that we get in sync right now.
I need you to stop doing bachata.
You gotta, that's it. That's all I gotta say.
You ain't say nothing. Who's the name of this person? You're doing a lot of innuendos, a lot of dancing.
Name the names. I'm just saying. We know who we're talking about.
That's what you think it is? Okay. I'm not gonna say nothing again. Put in the chat. Put in the chat who you think he's talking about. Who's Machete talking about? He's saying a lot without saying a lot.
The ball up and not just like, dude, you're like 5 seconds with the fucking ball and the guy standing in the corner waiting for you.
Josh Hart?
He's not being used.
Josh Hart? You talking about Josh Hart?
It ain't Josh Hart. Josh Hart's going from A to B and fucking getting his layups.
Okay. All right.
He's doing this thing in his transition.
Hey,
I just said that he's doing this thing in his transition.
Let me give a shout out to the chat. Salute to Keith Watkins.
And then we're turning the ball over 5 times.
Can I give the chat a shout out? I know you starting to get into it. You're saying something, but you're not saying. Anyway, hold on.
Who else is turning the ball over 5 times? Look at your box score.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, guys, look at your box score because he's not gonna say a name. He's scared. You think he's scared? Put a 1 in the chat. Anyway, salute to Keith Watkins, ATL in the building. Peace up, A-Town down. Peace up, A-Town down. ATL in the building. Keith Watkins, did you miss? New Knicks was here. Him and Machete agreed. They were agreeing. I'm going to give you guys 7 numbers tonight. You play the lotto. The only rule when I give you 7 numbers, if you win, you got to come back for us. It's got to be a split. I'll give you 7 lottery numbers. Machete's definitely going to give you 7 lottery numbers because he's Mr. Lucky Man. He's agreeing with my brother. There was a blood moon the other day. Hey, we might win something. You guys will be on the show too. You win, we're going to have an 8-man crew on the podcast.
And I heard New Nick only did 30 push-ups.
Oh, they call it 30 push-ups? And Keith Watkins, yes, my brother did push-ups. You guys got to go back and count. If you're late and your replay gang, Keith Watkins, go back and put in the comments on the replay so we know how many push-ups New Knicks actually did. If you're rewatching this, go back and then put in the comments how many push-ups he did. He owed 50. He said he did 30 in the first set. I don't know. I wasn't, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys.
He's real slick like that, too.
We'll leave it to you guys to let us know how many he did. So Keith Watkins logged in late. Buzzer Beater said, where's 2 guns? 2 shots, close enough. 2 guns. He is carrying two toy guns, YouTube. These are just props. It's not real. It's not real. We're not harming. Okay? Anyway, so 2 shots. Was out there holding it down for his family. He had to go do daddy things, hubby things. He had to hold it down for the family. We always put the most high and family first, and then you guys. You guys are the second family. But he had to go handle his business out there. And then you know who's in the building right now? You know who's in the chat right now, Machete? White Falcon. He is out there. Salute to you, sir. He's in the building. He said Brunson got to drop 50 a game. Cat can't do it. No one except Brunson. He is a huge Jalen Brunson supporter. White Falcon wants Brunson to drop 50 a game. And salute to Jalen Brunson because he's tied with Melo for most 40-point games. He's only behind Bernard King. I think 2 other Knicks. He's already going to surpass that record, which is crazy. Knicks 100 GM says perhaps he's breaking down in front of our eyes. He's talking about Cat. The thumb isn't that bad. I mean, if you look down, they swung down. So it wasn't that he's breaking down. Someone actually physically hit his thumb. It wasn't that he was just doing a layup and then his finger just said, ah. No. Anyway, his thumb didn't just deteriorate. It actually was.
Yo, did I lose you?
No, I'm still here. Oh, wait, hold on. Is he talking about OG? My mistake. Knicks 100 GM. Were you talking about OG or Cat? I guess I'm gonna read down a little further. Don't think Edwards ain't passive at all of a sudden. Hold on, let me see. And I think he's talking about OG since that dunk falling on his shoulder. He said OG ain't been the same since he fell on his shoulder from that dunk. That's an interesting take. I didn't think about it, but I gotta look at some game film. He did score 17 the other day. That's interesting take. I got to look at it. I'm definitely going to be watching him going forward. And we are at the halfway mark of the year. So now I'm really doing some evaluations on this. Salute to Just Knicks. Just Knicks in the building. Looking for my brother. He's been searching. He wants some of that smoke. Just Knicks heard that my brother gave Glenn Rice Jr. the business playing basketball. Just Knicks says, I ain't Glenn Rice Jr. I'm him. I'm him. Just Knicks wants that smoke, new Knicks. You know what I'm saying? You got to call Shaq, get some little icy hot for the knees, a little bit on the shoulder, and I think Just Knicks is ready to play. I think we good. We caught up with everybody here. OG, not Cat. Okay. And 2 shots in the chat. He says, my bad, I'm missing the pod. Too much stuff happening. We all understand, my brother. Family business, go family first. We're a family podcast, family first, but before family, you put the most high. That's what we do. Anyway. Big game tonight. Machete, are you leaning? You said you were 65-35. Which way? Us getting the W because Dante's not there? So you're thinking it's a more successful game that we can possibly win that? Did I lose him? I think I'll also lose him.
65-35 minutes. So what do you think? What do you think about
okay. 65-35 Minnesota beating us? I think we play without Cat tonight. I think Cat does sit. I think Sims is gonna start.
They got him.
I think Sims is gonna start. I think
They got.
Good. Are you reading who's injured? I think Sims starts. If they do, they didn't like last time we played that Randall came out and tried to win the game by himself and hero ball. That's what got the whole team out of rhythm. I still think if they have Sims there, I think he's still gonna try to get his numbers and show his value to a certain extent. He's only been average about 27 minutes or so. I still think the Knicks pull off a win. I still think the Knicks can get this win here. I think they're going to play with some momentum and rhythm. They're going to have to they're going to put Jaden McDaniels on him, and I think Brunson is already seen what he could do, the defense he can play. He's had some solid players on him, stripping the ball. He's more in rhythm with his offense. I can see a W here. It's definitely going to be challenging. They're a bigger team. They got a lot of young kids, so it's going to be definitely interesting to see. I think Precious has a big game tonight, and I think Shamet has some involvement tonight. Him and Campaign have a little involvement. I'd like to see Campaign and Shamet, but I think Knicks can pull out a win tonight. I think we can get it even without Cat. I think Cat doesn't play. I think Deuce isn't getting into some kind of rhythm. I think we're going to see a little more of our bench players tonight. So I think Brunson can go for 35 tonight, possibly 40. I think that's going to be the type of game. I want to see at least 20 points from OG. He's the one I'm really watching now. And if we can keep Bridges at a 20, 25 point, that's a win recipe for success. But it's got to be 28 assists up. We got to have 28 assists. Anything less than 28 assists, we lose. And I don't care what the other stats are. That's just my opinion on it.
I mean, bro. I mean, come on. You know, we have to beat ourselves, bro. You know, I think Minnesota's out of sync. They don't have Dante. He's been on a good run the last couple of games, like you said. He's been playing well. I think he's just starting to find his groove. I think Randall will play, and it'll be him coming into the Garden. I think this is the first time where he plays at the Garden. I don't know how it's going to fare for him. I don't. From what I understand, tonight might be the first time back at the Garden for him.
Yeah, we might do a tribute.
You know, I don't know how that's gonna fare for him because you know how we feel, you know how sensitive he is. He's playing on a team that really doesn't like him. It seems he doesn't seem to be a good locker room guy. The star of the team doesn't. It'll be him, Nas Reed, and Randall. We still have all our stars, even though if we beat the Cat, we still have all our starters there. We still got Bridges. We still got OG, Precious, and Sims. So we can do it. We would have to beat ourselves because the Timberwolves are in disarray right now, and this would be a good time, an opportunity for Thibs to play the others. So that's what I think.
I agree with that. Take
60. But there's always that 65-35. So I'm giving us the slight edge.
You're swinging that pendulum the other way. You're swinging that.
I said 65-35 us. I was joking when I said the first time when you asked me. I said 65-35, 75.5. That's what I said in the beginning. That's what I'm sticking to. We would have to beat ourselves because this team is in disarray.
Okay,
And we
I
still
hear
got
that
our
now.
starters.
I hear that
We have
now.
our starters, and there's a chance I would like for Cat not to play. So I'm assuming he's not going to play. But you know, if he doesn't play, we got 65-35. If he doesn't play.
Okay, I like that. Hey, salute to Coach Sayer 617 in the building, the number one cat supporter who was on the cat train. He was driving the bus solo back in the days 2 years ago. He was just on that cat bus. He has the cat jersey. He had the homemade one, the original before it was even a Nick jersey. Salute to you, sir. Always showing love. Appreciate you. So it's gonna be a tricky game. I don't know, man. It bothers. I won't say it bothers me, but it's like, damn, like you want to see someone win, and like it's almost like keep self sabotaging. I
Bro,
want to see
it's
that.
just our turnovers. It's our turnovers,
I'm
bro.
talking about
It's
Randall.
our fucking turnovers.
I'm talking about Randall. And you know what I thought of today, real quick. What I was thinking when I see Randall, when I was watching this game, you know what I'm saying? Once a Nick, always a Nick for me. I don't care. Some people don't. Once they're out, I know 2 shots, once they're out the jersey, don't care. But I look at them, I support them, so want the best for them in that aspect. But to me, what I was thinking when I saw Randall, what popped into my head is that Randall, even though he's still kind of young, he's only 30. Randall to me is, and I'm not speaking of him specifically to a certain extent, but like he's the last Mellow. And what I mean by that, he's the last Mellow. He's the last type of Kobe Mellow player. Like, give me the ball, like that. They can do it. His skill set is, you can't deny his skill set. He can give you 27 and 20, 3 3-pointers, 5. Like his stats should be MVPs. His stats are usually with Giannis and Joker. He should be at this level where he's with these great tier guys, but something about that game isn't transitioning, whether it's the team player, something about it. You know what I'm saying? He's the last Mellow, where Mellow, give me the rock, I got this, put the team on my shoulder type of thing. You can see the transition of that type of game. That's an old school type of game where now movement, threes, ball sharing, even Brunson, the pounding the air out of the ball, that is, it's going back to old school ball where they're moving the ball. But that's what hit me today, that Randall seems like he's one of the, like an era that's phasing away. You know what I mean? Like they're phasing away that era type of player. The Mellow, the Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna put the team on my shoulder. I'm gonna score 57, and it's phenomenal to watch when he does. The 57 in Miami. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm kind of curious to see where he would go if he doesn't stay here. Where would he fit? Where can he blossom? But that's gonna be for next
The
year.
only thing about guys like that, and it's great to watch them. I love watching Melo. I love watching Randall when he's healthy. He's a dog. I was so excited before he got the shoulder injury last year when we were on that run. It was I couldn't wait for him to come back. I wanted him to come back and with this shoulder injury, but I kind of thought about it, and maybe he should have had the surgery, but whatever. But he's a really fun, exciting guy. And the only thing about guys like that is, in order for them to carry the team on their backs like that, they have to have the ball, and they just get tunnel vision. Randall gets tunnel vision. Carmelo Anthony gets tunnel vision. Kobe has had tunnel vision, but I mean, at least that guy can score and play defense.
Kobe played the game with horse blinders on. He was the only player in the NBA with horse blinders.
So he could also defend you on the other side better than Melo and than Randall.
I'm not doubting that. I'm just saying
he could make it up. He could make those blinders up. He could, because he could score like Melo, but he could still defend your ass, bro, better than Melo ever did. And Melo's another one. He's also, it's just like they get into this mentality where they have to block everybody out in order for them to just only see the basket, bro. You know what I mean? And sometimes, it doesn't work. It doesn't work for them. It doesn't work for them. And it hasn't won them a lot. It's gotten them to the playoffs, but then it hasn't gotten them past that. And it hasn't won them, except for Kobe. But the difference was that Kobe can make it up in defense.
Yeah, and offense.
They also didn't have the coaches maybe that Kobe had. But regardless, I love watching Randall play. I think he's gonna come. He's gonna be very emotional. I think he's gonna try his hard. We still gotta be careful. It's still Randall. He come in and burn us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And play us because he played on that court for years. He knows where his spots are in Madison Square Garden. I'm still a big fan of his. I'm rooting for him. I'm never going against him or anything like that. He has his flaws, but I love Randall. I love it when he's healthy and when he's with the rest of his crew. The key is that you have to gel with the rest of your crew, and that's where is that they're not feeling him out there, and he's getting he's feeling the repercussions, and was maybe on the trading block. Hopefully he'll get traded somewhere he wants to play. He'll send him to Texas or something.
Yeah,
with Jimmy Butler somewhere.
Pause. I think I would like to see it this year that if they trade him, go to a team that's going to waive him so he can free up that money, and then he has his own choice to go somewhere where he can benefit. So I would like to see him play for a team and help a team. I don't know what team that is. Maybe we'll go down that road another time. But tonight's game is going to be interesting. I think they're 5-5. They struggle against Golden State, who Golden State's in 12th place in the West. They don't have a deep team in Golden State for the fact that they lost to them with a healthy team. Even though it was close, I like our chances tonight. I think our ball movement, our team play, even though we're top in offense, I don't think Cat plays tonight. I don't think we should play Cat tonight. Let him rest another one. We got Atlanta coming on Monday, or is it Sunday? I think it's Monday. Or so that's a Monday. Game that's a game where I would want to see him if he's gonna play that game. How I feel about with Atlanta. That's a problem. But tonight, I like our chances tonight. Tonight, I'm not really caring if I'm being honest, I really don't care for a W or L. And I'm not saying that as like I'm not a Knicks fan. I would obviously want a W. But I'm more interested. I tell you guys, these next couple of games, I'm looking at the others. I'm looking at the others and how they contribute. How do they look? How do they look when are they ready to play? You know what I mean? So I'm looking at Shaman. I'm looking at the Deuce. Precious is looking really good. Precious, I think, should have a high-impact game tonight. So that's what I'm looking for today. I still think we get a W. Very interesting game. I think Josh Hart and Brunson, they teamed up with Ant, and I think they hold, we ain't losing to Ant. I think they still hold him in that son position. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you up and coming, but you still, you still my son. Like our new Knicks is always saying. I got us with a W. Any final takes on tonight? Any final thoughts before we cut out? Because I think we're going to cut it out here. Good. Salute to the chat. Everybody.
Please like, subscribe.
Appreciate you.
Organic Fanatic Show. Good night, brother. My little brother.
Hey, give us the thumbs up is fine. We like the thumbs up, but there's chats. There's other people out there with thousands. And I'm saying we're going to be thousands. We're blessed. We're grateful for you guys. But, if you can recommend, get some people out here, get us to the easy number 5. Come on, 500, bro. 500. Anyway, whatever it is, we're happy that you guys are here. Salute to live chat, replay gang. Put a comment. Hey, listen, I want to see what you guys see. How many push-ups did you Knicks do? Let us know. We need to know in the comments. I'm going to be looking, and I'm going to count on you guys. I ain't even going to do the rewatch. I'm going to let you guys put in the comments of how many you think you did. Salute to all of you guys on there. Appreciate you guys. We'll get this W tonight. And then we'll be back on Saucy Sunday. I got a little special, but what do you guys think? Sunday, I'm thinking about we're doing a mid-year review. We're going to be doing a mid-year review. Half the season's gone. We'll do some evaluation, some thoughts. Let's look at tonight's game. We'll talk Sunday about mid-season report cards, see how they did, and then we'll get your opinions on that. Salute to you guys. M-Spesh. Take us out of here. You heard?
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. New York City, New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. York City, New York, if the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah.